A common question I get asked is, what exactly is probate? My name is Chris Thompson, solicitor with Law Essentials. This video provides some free general information you typically get told by a solicitor at your first appointment, and no doubt pay good money for that. This is general information based on Queensland requirements. I recommend if you want specific advice on your particular case, then you should see a solicitor. Probate is simply the Supreme Court confirming that a will is valid, so that means it's signed correctly, it's complete, and that it is in fact the last will of the deceased. There's no legal requirement to obtain probate, however a bank, for example, might require it to get the money out. Take an example where there's $100,000 in the bank account of the deceased. You go to the bank with a will dated sometime 2020 and the death certificate, and you ask for the $100,000 as the executor. The bank doesn't want to take the risk that there might be a will dated 2021, which appoints a different executor. So they ask for probate, so the Supreme Court confirms that the will you have is in fact the last will, and therefore the bank hands over the $100,000. Most banks have a requirement of about $50,000 where they insist on mandatory probate. If it's under that, there's a whole lot of forms that you have to fill out, but it still gets them off the hook. Probate is simply an application to the Supreme Court which includes a requirement that you advertise correctly in the Queensland Law Reporter and gave notice to the public trustee that you believe the will you have is the last will of the deceased. The advertising gives the opportunity to other parties to either come forward with a later will perhaps, or maybe to come forward saying the deceased owed them money or they wish to contest the estate. Another advantage of getting probate for the executor is that once obtained, the executor is free to distribute the assets of the estate, provided no persons come forward with a letter which gave notice that they're challenging the will, for example. There's no requirement to use a solicitor to do the application, however you must make sure that your documents are correct when filing with the Supreme Court, so it may assist getting a solicitor to look over them. Most lawyers do a fixed fee, so just know your costs before you start. The whole process can take 6 to 8 weeks, it's usually less. So I hope this helps you understand what probate is, and it's nothing too difficult, just a process. If you have a friend that might be interested in this video, please share the link.